Oh, before we jump into highlights this week, how was your week, Terry? What's your Sportira's best dress moment of the week?
My Sportira's best dress moment of the week was myself. I wore these 3/4 pants with these nice little Nike orange socks, ready to go. The best dress of the week, I think it was Ryan Carew from Pandas. He put a t-shirt sleeve on his head as a sleeve. Best dress of the week.
T-shirt sleeve
on his head.
So better than Joy
like
Taylor's sweatpants.
Anything is better than Joy Taylor.
Shorts and long.
Anything
long
is better than Joy Taylor.
It's terrible.
Anything is better than Joy Taylor.
You should hook up with Sportira, get some new clothes.
Well, they have Sportira jerseys, t-shirts,
It's true.
and he took the sleeve off the Sportira jersey and put it on his head. Very innovative. I like it.
What did you do with the other sleeve?
That's a very good question. Maybe it's a backup. Maybe
Chapman,
he uses it for some extracurricular
what was your
activities.
best dress moment of the week? It doesn't have to be about clothes.
I gotta get dressed? No.
Chapman does these podcasts naked.
But you know he goes commando everywhere he goes, right? What do you think you call him, Chapman?
It doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
Because he goes commando, they call him Chapman.
Yes.
It's going to be a long season.
Anyways. It's going to be a terrible season. Moving on.
Moving on up.
So, highlights of the week, Terry.
Yeah.
What caught your eye this week?
What caught my eye this week? I caught Bromigos smashing Get on Deck 33 to 8.
Yeah.
Just Get on Deck not looking good at all.
No.
Well, they don't have a consistent quarterback, right? So I wouldn't say.
Yeah, they were struggling to. They're struggling to get the ball moving. The defense is not really the problem, but often the defense is on like 75% of the time.
So that's
so
why
at
they're
some
not the
point
problem.
they're gonna allow 30 points,
Of
but
course,
it's not. It wasn't that bad. Like they get picks, they make some plays.
They're athletic, right? I mean, they're
Yes.
athletic guys. They're all big. They're all really tall.
It's not. That's not the problem. It's just the offense as 4 and outs all the time.
It's ridiculous. Well, they haven't had a consistent quarterback, so I really think that that's something that they should have addressed in the offseason. I mean, going with Stéphane Larosilière last year was a good choice. With his first season under his belt, I think he should have continued going this year. He did play quarterback this year, one game I think, and he should be the guy going forward. But maybe getting guys with more actual football experience as opposed to a couple guys, they have 2 guys on their team that are really good.
At least they chopped down from 18 to like 11. So
They're 11 now because their
I don't
team
know,
picture
they're
says
still a lot.
6.
Really?
Yeah, team picture says 6
They were
without
more
their
than 6
captain
this week.
Mike. So I mean, they're capable. I don't see them as a playoff team, not even close. I put them in my bottom 5 at the beginning of the season, if you remember.
I do not.
Of course you don't, because you're a loser.
No, I have friends.
Yeah, so I don't think that they would be to expect anything out of them, but maybe build, maybe do some scouting, get some guys from lower divisions, fill up your roster, and
Or higher division. They
figure
might
it
have
out.
cap space. I haven't
They have a
checked,
lot
but-
of cap space,
But they haven't. Like, they don't have known players, so they probably have cap space. So
they would have been good in E. They would have been good in E.
You could pick up some guys from higher divisions to get some experience, to get some guys who know what to do in tough situations.
The thing is, they made the playoffs in 5A last year, so why would they go down? I get that,
yes.
but you did lose a lot of guys, so I think they should have went to E.
Chapman,
if they
anything
fit
caught
E.
your eye this week? Any
Nothing
games?
catches my eye except I
Ice cream.
smile.
Except ice cream.
I told you it was mysterious. I told you it was mysterious. No one really knows what happens in Chapman's head. I caught some of 2.5 dabs against the Zafkers game. 2.5 dabs.
Dabs.
Sorry.
Don't ever get it
Sorry.
twisted, man.
It's one letter.
They're the better half.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
because
not-
Eric's playing quarterback and not crap Joey playing quarterback.
I love how you speak about your own quarterback that way. But since this is a DFD podcast,
yeah.
everything else doesn't matter.
Everything else doesn't matter.
2.5 dabs against Zafkar. It was a tight game till the very end. Demont played well. Wasn't perfect, but played
Nope.
well. Eric also wasn't perfect, but also his only pick came off a
tip.
bubble. Yeah, a tip from his own receiver into JD's hand.
Are you impressed with Eric this year?
Yes, very. I wasn't expecting much from him, to be honest.
So am I.
From what happened with when Danny played QB last season.
Danny
for-
Mac?
No,
Danny
the tall one, Edward.
Oh, Danny.
But-
Seguin.
yeah.
Yeah, Danny Seguin.
When he played when he played quarterback for his lower division team in Division 5 this winter,
The Rockets.
he tried to get Team Rocket.
Team
he tried to
Rocket.
get the same thing going on as Joey, but it wasn't working well for him.
No, because he has a different skill set, right?
Yeah, and the way Eric runs it's slightly different from Joey,
Yeah,
but they do rely a lot on slants and underneaths.
it's the same playbook.
Really?
It's the same playbook.
I don't know. I only watched one game.
It's
And,
the same playbook.
Okay.
It's
Say
the
it
same.
again.
It's the same sleeve. It's the same everything.
It's the same sleeve.
Same sleeve.
So does he wear sweatpants too?
No, he actually looks like a regular person when he
Okay.
plays. No, but I'm impressed with Eric. Honestly, I like it.
He's been working. He's been playing really well for the division. To be honest with you.
Exactly. I don't know how long this streak is going to last for them.
Right.
Only throwing 1 or 2 interceptions, I think. But the team is built to win. It's pretty much they're a really good team. It's
and
almost
Joey's
the same team in
looking
B.
really good as a receiver too.
Joey's
Taylor?
look good as a receiver. He's leading the team in catches. I also like I watched that game as well, and I like JD Jolly this year. I know we spoke about him earlier, but earlier in the season. But JD Jolly for me is one of the premier receivers in this division. By far.
Yeah, I don't like to talk about him because he sucks, but he's I can't give him love. He's listening right now. I know he is because he doesn't have a life, and he's also like one of my close friends, so I'm allowed to say things like that.
He's a douche.
But
we're going on a date, me and JD
you and
Jolly.
JD? Really?
Yeah,
Probably.
we're going on a date.
You're gonna talk about me for like 5 minutes.
Eagles return. Hot Boys Hotline lose.
See, that's typical. You win without Burden, you lose with Burden. They're 0-2 with Burden. The only time he misses, they win. It's simple.
What's the
here.
common denominator?
You do not have a mic.
What's the common denominator?
Eagle.
Egg.
Listen.
Egg. Or is it maybe Eagles should be playing offense?
Oh.
Never thought of that, eh?
Well, he
No,
did.
none of
Every
that?
time he played offense with me, we won except that.
Gatehouse is having a better statistical season this year. But
He feels like he takes less risks as a quarterback.
did you guys make the playoffs in 5A last year? You did.
No, they did not.
They did.
5A, no.
You didn't make the 5A? I thought
No.
you did.
But he's playing more conservative this time around. He doesn't chuck deep as much, and he doesn't take
Chuck
more
McGee.
risks. But it does come to the fact that he forces some footballs late in the game. He's going back to old habits, and that's pretty much why they're losing. But I could see them turning around. Like, their team is good. The schedule is not that tough. I feel like they're going to finish above 500.
About 500, yeah. You think so?
Eagle, are you missing any more weeks?
It all depends. Your team relies on you to miss weeks.
Get off
The thing is at Gatehouse, I don't want to compare him to Ben Roethlisberger, but there was one year where Ben Roethlisberger had an intense year. Like, it was nuts. He had like 45 touchdowns, only threw 10 picks. They didn't make the playoffs.
I don't remember that.
Exactly.
But
the years where he forces it and he doesn't stray away from his game, and he puts himself his back against the wall. That's when he does better.
so
is Gatehouse the Ben
Roethlisberger?
Roethlisberger of the Division D? Is my question to you.
That's a nice. Like, he did win championships. That's a nice. That's
Yeah.
a nice thing. But
So you
he's
never know.
never gonna get a championship.
I think Hot Boys Hotline have the defense to get really far.
Yes.
Their offense is coming along. If Gatehouse looks like he's figured it out, and I think with the chemistry you guys have built, it looks good. And I'm not a guy to talk good about Gatehouse at all. I've always been
Yes.
a
Hate him on him.
non-appreciator of Gatehouse's talents. But I think they have it this year. 1-2 at the beginning of the season is not bad.
That game, the defense was perfect.
Yeah.
The first half saved for one drive.
Yeah.
Perfect in the second half saved for one drive.
Interesting.
And in the last
No one's
offensive drive
listening.
that they had, they went 4 scores and scored.
They scored every single time.
That was the game right there.
And JYD, man, they were in the finals in Division the 5B last year, so they're a good team
Who is
as
it?
well. JYD, Junkyard Dogs.
Oh, sorry.
That's who you played
I
against,
was-
right?
We were
Josephakis had a 40-yard touchdown. Yeah.
drive where they tied it and went up.
And Josephakis with a great play. And I watched that game. Josephakis is a great player as well. And
Oh yeah.
let's not take away anything from Junkyard Dogs, but I think that they're a premier team as well. Because they're going to be bubble, maybe 6-4.
A lot of people expected Junkyard Dogs to be like the top contender.
I put them in my top 5 as an alternate.
They're struggling a little
but I
bit
like
to find themselves because Rossi's trying to find out how his offense is going, but they're getting along and they're a good team. So for Hot Boys Outline to lose by a very little score to one of the top teams, it shows. I know it's tough, it's a loss, but at the same time, like, you did lose to one of the best teams in the division,
Yeah.
by a very close margin. So you were there; you could compete with any given player.
Who's the leading league? Who has the most touchdowns for a quarterback this year so far in Division D?
I think it's Present. Sorry, it's
No,
Present.
it's not present. Not present. No,
It's
not Jonah
English.
Present.
I was told.
It's Jonah Cohen, another
Really?
another fellow chosen one. Yeah, from
Yeah,
Houston.
Cohen has been playing fantastic. We
Cohen
played
is
him-
on fire. Prestige worldwide.
I played him week one.
smashing Blue Devils.
I played him week 1. He's something special.
Yeah,
He doesn't take
good.
much risks.
No.
His deep balls aren't amazing.
No,
Let's be fair, but he doesn't have to.
but he has good receivers. He has
He
Joe
doesn't
Cano
have to.
and
Like,
Paul
he
Santash.
doesn't take. Yes, Joe Cano.
Joe Cano. Cano, that's what they call it?
Yeah,
Kano?
Kano, like the guy in
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Peace comes in
I'm
Kano.
surrounded by nerds.
Have you never?
No, I actually liked Mortal Kombat. I'm not gonna lie.
But yeah,
I don't know who Kano was though.
Is it guy in Mortal Kombat?
But which
Hey,
one was he?
The red eye.
Oh yeah, I remember him.
The one that looks like he kills people.
I took
for
him a few
living.
times. I like Johnny Cage. Johnny Cage is my guy
Because he's got glasses on.
because he was cool. He did,
Bro,
yeah.
Scorpion all the way.
Or
Scorpion
Jax.
all the way.
Jax is cool too.
Jax was lame.
Jax
Metal
punched
arms.
punched the floor.
That's true.
No?
Them guns.
No, but Joe Kano
Them
has
bionic
a very
guns.
good season as a receiver. He had a fantastic season with PB and Jelly in Div 6
As a quarterback.
You want
So,
QB of the
okay.
year?
So that's what I wanted to ask you, actually. So do you think that playing receiver, I'm asking you because you're a quarterback, you played quarterback mostly from the beginning. Now that you played
Yes.
receiver,
Yes.
going back to quarterback, do you look at it differently?
No, but I look at receiver differently now that I play quarterback.
Okay.
Like, for him, since he played quarterback, he's a different receiver than if he only played receiver.
Makes sense.
Because you know things
that's how you look at it.
But the other way around, I don't think that it really improves the way you play quarterback if you
Yeah.
play receiver.
Yeah.
It might be if you lack experience. But in this case, I feel like he's a better receiver because he played quarterback, but not the other way around.
Franco Ronaldo pulled Kovalev this week. I don't know if you saw it.
No.
So what happened was
I didn't see
it was such it was terrible, man. So the guy kind of like his hand went in the air, and then Gianfranco was running. Well, we'll call him Pat Riot. Pat Riot was running, and he kind of faked like he got hit in the eye, and he like dropped the football, and he like
Classic
faked an
Jan.
injury. Classic Kovalev against the Bruins in the playoffs, you know.
That's
And there was
classic
no
Jan
call.
too.
There was no call, and then they stopped the play. The ref stopped the play to check on him. Then 10 seconds later, boom, he's fine. I was like, and I was calling him out. I'm like, no way, you're
No.
garbage.
Gianfranco.
Freaking Pat Riot.
I get to play Gianfranco this week. It's gonna be fun.
For real, yeah.
Yeah, so Plan Command plays Blue Devils.
Spine Command garbage.
And last team we're gonna speak about is not speak about. The Goats.
I see.
Play-
What a beating.
Yeah, they put up a beating against Pandas.
Yeah.
The Goats who have AJ Gomez. I don't know if Gomes
Gomez. AJ
Gomez?
Gomez, yeah.
because it's a S, not a Z.
Yeah, but you still say Gomez.
I played fantastic.
Great player. Hothead.
2 TDs, 2 picks, something like
Hothead.
that. Yeah, and a rushing touchdown from 40 yards.
Great player.
How does that happen?
Hothead.
Well, yeah, he plays for Star City in Div B.
Yeah. Hothead.
Doesn't matter. If you put up 40 yards rushing with
His
a
head
touchdown
is hot.
and like 2 picks and 2 touchdowns, you
Yeah.
get to be a hothead.
Good player. No, you don't get to be a hothead.
You-
Good player. Great player, actually.
You get to do whatever you want when you.
Hothead.
Terry,
Huh.
you're the worst.
I am the
Have you
worst.
seen you play?
Oh, I look great. Got the long hair. Got the three-quarter
Bad snaps.
three-quarter compression pants. Terrible snaps. Just hey, that's why I'm here. I can say these things.
That's true.
No, he's a really good player. One of those guys who talks a lot, likes to get into your face. He's good for higher divisions in that way.
Yeah.
He's not a good higher division player, but he plays for Star
Well,
City.
he's good enough.
But he's decent enough to play for that team, right? He doesn't affect the cap, so that's
No,
why
he's good enough to be part of the team. But he's a new player, I believe.
He
no?
played with the Goats last year for the first year.
Okay.
I think the BMS Goats they were called, and now he's playing with the Goats again and Star City as well. I think the connection is there because he knows Daniel Lazare. He played football
Yeah.
with Daniel. But the Goats, man, they look good against the Pandas. Pandas not a great team, but you know they're still a decent team. But the Goats looked unbelievable, man, unbelievable. I'm really impressed. Their defense always impresses me because they're very aggressive.
Speaking of unbelievable things,
Yeah.
it's time for the pie segment. You know, a
Oh,
segment
yeah.
that makes absolutely no sense whatsoever.
So it's anything I bring up.
Basically, you get to do whatever you want for 3 minutes.
For anything I want to do for 3
I'm
minutes?
still not appreciative of that
I
segment.
can do anything I want for 3 minutes. I can do a lot in 3 minutes.
Except
I can
what's-
actually do a lot in 3 minutes. I can do it 7 times in 3 minutes.
Ego really enjoyed that joke. Peace just walked in
As
on
Peace
that, on
walks
that
in.
statement.
Okay, so so my pie segment of the week is top 5 guys you pretty much never heard about. We mentioned a few of them actually just now. I want to start off with my boy Jordan Prezant, quarterback at Gamecocks. He's somebody that watched them play week
He's
1.
a hockey player.
He's a
I
hockey
read that.
player, baseball player as well. Very smart kid. He's the wife's calling me.
Doesn't matter.
Because we're late and I was supposed to freaking
it's not
pick
your
her up.
wife.
It's my
You're not married yet.
It's my fiance.
So technically, you can hang up now.
Yeah, exactly. I did. I'll call you right back.
You can't do it in 6 months, but you can do it now.
If you're watching this,
Throwing 17 touchdowns this year so far isn't anything to laugh at. 2 rushing touchdowns as well. 73%
You look
completion
human
rating.
this week.
He looked human this week.
Yes, human. Still very good.
You
human.
look great this week. He's only played 2 games before this season. One with the Legends and one with
Really?
St. Luke's. Yeah,
I didn't even look at
and
it.
not even as a quarterback. And he's lighting up Division D.
I
right
score
now.
kept this game against Longhorns last week, and
Yeah.
it was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
He made every single throw look like it was Chapman practicing against himself.
No, he's very impressive. I'm a big fan. I spoke to him actually during his game in week 1, and honestly, he's a super nice guy as well.
Yeah.
73% completion rating is for a first-time quarterback.
It's like
is-
135 QB rating at this point.
No, it
It's
makes no sense. I
absolutely
think he's
ridiculous.
well on his way for quarterback of the
Him
year.
and
man.
Jonah.
And Jonah Cohen as well. Yeah. Another guy is this is the first time and the only time I'm ever going to mention him on a guy you don't know, and he's 16 years old. His name is Jawan Edgehill. He plays for Supply and Command.
Yes.
And man, what a kid!
Came up from
What an athlete!
The first guy to come up from FPF Junior.
Yeah, if you don't,
into
if you
FPF.
watched FPF Junior, or if you followed it at all, if you have kids in it, little brothers, whatever it is. Ryan Garber as well is a guy to look out for in the future. But Jawan Edgehill is somebody that
He's special.
Yeah, special. So far this season, he's leading the league in yards and touchdowns. Well, he's tied for touchdowns and receiving. 313 yards, 16 catches,
And 3
7
releases.
touchdowns.
He's
And I think he has 3 interceptions as well. No,
he
he has
makes,
1 INT.
he makes
this year.
Justin look good.
Yeah, he makes Justin look very good. And, on defensively, what did he do this week? They threw the ball in the last play of the game. He knocks it down, and he looks over and he says they shouldn't be throwing it to the best player on the team.
But last play, best player of the team, really? Just
Man.
walks away straight up.
You know what? You got to appreciate the confidence. Hot head. You got to appreciate the
It
confidence.
doesn't matter.
Head is
if
hot.
if you pull it off.
Another guy that honestly, I wasn't gonna put him on. I saw him play. I thought he was very impressive. Numbers don't meet there, but I like his defensive play and how good he is. Emile Amiot plays for All
Yes, he's
Blacks.
an amazing rusher.
Very good player. He also has 3 INTs this year. Overall, just defensively, he doesn't play that much on offense. I think he has a few catches here and there, with 2 touchdowns. But I think just defensively, he's somebody that the All Blacks can count on to shut down quarterbacks, to shut down offenses, and break up balls. He's really talented and really
made some
athletic.
special plays on defense in
He-
lower divisions last winter.
Yeah.
I saw him make 2 picks as a rusher, 1 for 6
Yeah.
in like 2 games.
He's probably the most seasoned guy out of this list. He played 4 seasons with the All Blacks, Warhawks, and the Gunslingers, so that group of friends. Another guy is Chris Lapointe from On Les Empêches. I don't know if you
I
know
don't
him.
know. Nope.
Well, you're going to hear about him this season. 6 tackles, 2 interceptions, 16 catches, 177 yards, and 3 touchdowns. He's only played 2 seasons before this for Les Aigles, and I ripped that West. On Les Empêches is one of those bottom teams,
Yeah.
but maybe they can use a guy like Chris Lapointe to maybe push them into a playoff position.
Okay.
Don't think it's going to happen, but Chris Lapointe is a guy who I
Don't think it's
who I
gonna
liked watching. Another guy is one of your mutual friends and acquaintance of yours is Pat Larose-Durand, quarterback of Bromigos. 12 touchdowns this year, 521 yards, 3 interceptions, 60% completion rating on a good team
He's
with
getting
guys like
there.
Fred Cote, like your
Yes.
friends. Yeah.
He's getting there. Last season wasn't pretty. It was his first season with this winter. It's
Yeah.
his second season in FBF. He's getting there. They're still trying to
Well,
shake it up, see what works for them, see what doesn't. Because last winter, everything
that's it.
nothing worked.
So they had a soft schedule against Get Off My D. Get on deck.
But it's a good momentum booster.
For sure.
It
But
gets you
first
going.
game he had 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Next game he had 5 touchdowns and no interceptions. Last game he had 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, and they won 44.
They simplified it.
They simplified
It
everything.
doesn't try to make
a
it
fan.
spectacular anymore, and it's been working much better for them.
And an honorable mention, stats aren't there, but as a quarterback, I like his mechanics. He just doesn't have the guys around him to give him that option. I think he only has 8 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. Sounds like a very Terry Tam stat line. Just the same amount of interceptions as touchdowns. Usually it's pretty accurate.
That's not good.
His name is Ryan Carouf. He's the quarterback for the Pandas, and I was
Didn't
watching
he
him a
play,
bit.
this winter.
He played in the winter.
I remember his name.
No, he didn't play this winter. He played a few winters ago in a higher division, and he did okay. I forgot the team though.
I remember his name from somewhere.
And anyway, I was talking with Rob Campana about him, and he pointed him out to me, and I remember the name, and I was watching him, and he's a very good player. I'm impressed with him for sure. And those are my 5 plus the 1 for the honorable mention of the guys you wouldn't know about.
Going
If
back,
you have any ideas for next week, anything you want me to talk about, send them over. You can tweet me at TerryTime FPF, and I'll be glad to tell you how wrong
glad.
you are.
You'll be like garbage bags.
Yeah.
Speaking of garbage bags, we have Sticky Hands, who are 0-3 at this point. They are without their best receiver and best 2-way player, Nicolas Sarro, who might be back this week from injury.
For real?
Might.
Hopefully.
It's not guaranteed yet. They're playing Zoo this week.
At 0-3, they need them against a tough team like Zoo. It's going to
Yeah.
be 0-4.
Zoo has been on the roll so far.
Frank is watching. All right,
Yeah.
Frank. That's time for me to talk some smack. Perfect.
No, Zoo has been... It's time for the smack talk. No, but for real, Zoo has been playing really well this season.
Yeah.
They smacked you guys around week 1, I believe.
Hey,
Week 2?
Hey, whoa.
Hey, well, you had like 2
That's
bad
exactly what they
snaps.
did, but I don't want to hit you. I mean, I don't
Let's
want.
not go there.
Let's
Let's
just not go there, man. I understand what the whole problem
But
is.
yeah, no, Zoo has been looking really good. They destroyed that team they played this week at Brossard on Tuesday night. I do not remember what they were. But I remember watching them and it looked pretty good. Frankie has been playing spectacularly well so far. He doesn't take as many risks as he used to. I feel like
It's old age, man. That shoulder's doesn't get.
But I feel like he's on par now. Like he's playing in the right division and he has the weapons to
Yeah.
make it work. And his defense has been stepping up.
Mm-hmm.
Solid rusher, some good corners. Van Lack has been making plays.
Mhm.
Saint-Amand, everybody knows him.
Yeah, everybody knows him.
So it comes down to can Frankie get it going? And he has. He's what 14-3 at this point.
14-3 at this point for this season, and honestly, Frank K is premier quarterback of this division.
So let me ask you this, Mr. Teritam.
Teritam.
Teritam. Have you ever realized when you say Teritam very fast, it sounds like a horse racing?
Teritam.
Teritam. Anyways,
it's riveting radio right there, Howard Stern style.
So what does Sticky Hands need
It's
to
gonna be
do
a long season. Are we done?
No, we're not.
Wrap it up, baby.
So what does
Playoffs.
Sticky Hands need to do to skip the next 7 weeks? We're done.
What does Sticky Hands need to do to win?
Yes.
Sticky Hands need Nick Saro. They also need to be stingy and don't allow those drags and slants because Frank likes to use those drags and slants. So if you cut them off right away, and against us, I mean, I know we got destroyed, but against us, that was the only way we were able to stop them was to cut those slants off and make him go deep. And by making him go deep, you can force him, to overthrow, underthrow.
It's not his strongest.
Yeah, exactly. It's not his strongest point. You take out those slants to Kevin Marcel. You take them away from Saint-Amand. You take away his first read right away, and then Frank K gets bobbled.
So prediction here, Teritam?
Prediction would be I'm gonna go Zoo by a solid 12 points with or without Nick Saro.
And Chapman, what's your
With
prediction
or
here?
without Saho. Zoo.
With or without?
Should I show it? This is the comment. I don't know if everybody can see it there.
I cannot. So
It's okay. You're not important. It's
It
fine.
doesn't matter.
Terry, Frank,
Can I do
it's
it?
hard to hear you from that low to the ground, buddy.
It's okay. That's not nice.
You can read
You're
out.
like 5'5".
So legit 5'8 3/4. Checked it at my
So you still
pediatrician
can't
the other
quarter
day. I still go to a pediatrician. He gives me lollipops, man.
Speaking
Because,
of pediatricians.
Dr. Lupu represent.
So our last game on the docket, we have 2.5 dabs against Bromigos. We spoke about Bromigos slightly earlier in the show. They're facing off one of the best teams in Div D in 2.5 dabs.
One of the ugliest teams.
So let me know. So tell me this: Bromigos finally found their groove with their win against Get on Deck.
Yeah.
They play well against Get Off My Dick. Get Off My D.
There's a reason why they didn't spell it out, Simon. They don't want people to say it. There's a reason why they didn't.
Oh, that came off wrong.
Jesus, man. What are we working with here? Week 11. Here we come.
Playoffs.
Roadshow. We're in it.
Road show done. Anyways,
Oh, yeah.
so
Go ahead.
They
Continue,
play well.
sir.
They play off well week 2. They play better week 3.
Of course, yeah.
So now they have 2.5 dabs this week. What does this say about them? Like, do they need this win or do they just need to
Of course,
compete?
they're 1-2 right now. They need to go.
Like, I believe, like, it's for sure they don't need to get crushed. Like, if they lose like 40-0, their season is basically over, right?
It's not over at 1-3, but it's obviously going to be tougher to climb back from. The thing about the Dabs is that they're due for a loss, and they're due for a loss against a really good
Due for a
experience.
loss?
Yeah,
That's okay.
I'm just going to repeat what I said.
Yes.
They're due for a loss, and I think that against a team like the team like Bromigos, who have the offensive weapons to be able to score on them,
That's true.
I think that'll be the key, and also they have a lot more height.
They have the rusher to make it happen against
Yeah.
Eric as well.
Yeah, I think so as well. And Eric he doesn't move around like Joey does a lot in that offense, but he does stay back and throw, and he has a better arm than Joey does. We will admit that. Well, they're better deep ball anyway.
Well, Troy's getting better. But
He's
that's
okay,
off
yeah.
topic because it's not Div D.
Not
really.
wrong division, but Joey is the receiver, and so is Danny Mack.
Yes.
And I think one has 16, the other one has 14 catches this year. So you obviously know where you want to defend. But it doesn't mean that guys like Alex Joltepouf, not Danny Mack.
Yeah.
Alex Joltepouf is a great receiver.
Yeah, Joe Tabo gets fed in that offense.
Doesn't mean that he's not. You want to force him to a guy like Matt LeBlanc. You want to make him force the ball to Matt LeBlanc and Dan Laporte. They're not going to be able to. They're good players, but they're not going to be able to produce as much as the other two will. So I think I'm going to go Bromigos with this for an 8-point lead.
Who's the X factor in this game? Who's the guy that's gonna be the difference maker?
It's not a guy. I think it's a collective. I think who's the rusher for Bromigos? What's his
Vidal.
name? Sorry,
Jim Vidal.
no idea who he is. And
The guy that rushed for snatchers.
he rushed for the snatchers. And I think the key there is cut away the slants that they like to use. So,
So use
a lot of rushers.
Your rushers going for the QB goes for
Yeah. So look where the center is going to. So a lot of centers go before the rusher. So if he does that, if the center does do that,
Jump.
then just kind of cut that lane off because that's his first read on that offense. It's easy. I just gave up our entire offense. Hopefully nobody from Division C watches Division D. So now I'm never going to get any more catches. So, it's
So
a bit bad.
now you're basically becoming useless because you can't snap.
Pretty
and you
much,
can't
yeah.
catch,
Can't snap, can't catch, can't count.
Because of the playbook.
Week 17.
And Chapman, prediction this game? Dabs?
Dabs. By like 9.
9, so 2 scores.
Yeah.
You're not a very nice guy, Chapman.
Well, no,
But you
no,
are
no. It's,
mysterious.
you know what? It's 1 score plus some converts. I mean, really.
Okay. But you are mysterious.
I like it that way.
You are mysteriously awkward, my friend.
Final thoughts here, Tildam?
Awkwardly mysterious is the key to this. So word of the day calendar.
Awkwardly mysterious.
Awkwardly mysterious. It's 2 words.
Final thoughts there, Tam?
2 word of the day calendar.
Stop freaking.
Final thoughts. Final thoughts. Final thoughts are I gotta go or I will be single by Wednesday.
Awesome. Let's go. Chapman?
What sandwich are you bringing me this week, Simo?
I don't know. No, I'm not scorekeeping this week. So you're not getting
You
food.
can still bring a sandwich.
Well, I don't know. I'll let you know.
I'm scorekeeping this
Okay,
week.
later.
What kind of sandwich you want? I'll bring it for you. I'm not
Surprise
gonna
me.
bring
Surprise
it.
me.
Don't even try.
He's the nicest guy. You can bring whatever. You just eat
I'll
it.
eat it, yeah.
This thing smells like a skunk.
You go final thoughts?
Yeah. Good job, Eagle.
I've been sniffing skunks.
Awesome. So official sign off is has become your keywords. Third time. I'll let you have the official sign off for this.
My sign off is stay loud and proud and screw you, son.
That wasn't it. Salut la visite.
Oh, yeah. Salut la visite.